So Chicago.
Mhm.
That was the tune that Billy Dean played, I guess.
Yeah, that's where everybody got it from.
And I do have this tape of him from the Brass Knocker.
You do?
I do. I will get you a copy. I was going to put it on a CD for Al has a tape. Al sent me the tape, and I put it on. I've got it on my iPod. We can even listen to it a little bit later if you want. But it's like a whole evening's show at the.
Because I had that. I had a tape of Billy Dean, and I think I got it from Beilharz.
It's probably the
Probably
same
the
one.
same
then.
one.
Yep.
I also had Paul Gonda,
Okay.
and I also had, and nobody ever remembers this guy, but they were fabulous. They were the first people I saw at the Brass Knocker and blew my mind. It was Mark Diatlo and John Tomasi. So you don't either.
No.
John Tomasi wound up playing with O'Connelly. They were a duo.
Okay.
They played together a lot. Tomasi played harmonica and sang. He was really good.
Uh-huh.
You know, and together they were kind of magic.
Wow.
Well, when I first saw Tomasi, he was playing with Mark Diatlo,
Okay.
who played guitar, and he was really into power chords and stuff. He used finger picks,
Okay.
and he was just. I thought it was amazing. I'd never seen anything like it before.
Yeah.
Beilharz gave me a tape. He had a tape. He didn't like it all that much. He didn't care for it, but he gave me a tape that he had of those guys at the Brass Knocker, and it was distorted.
Ah.
So you could hear it, but you had to listen through the distortion.
Yeah.
And I listened to it over and over and over again, and I learned the songs, I learned his tunings, what he was doing on there.
Wow.
And then I learned how to kind of make the guitar sound like it was distorted. When I played it, there's a way of dampening and stuff, and you can't do it exactly, but you can get pretty
You
close.
get a little, yeah.
Yeah.
Create the effect.
So,
huh?
but you know, outside of Tomasi and a friend of mine who lives in Nevada City, nobody ever responds when I say Mark Diatlo. Nobody ever
Yeah.
responds. He put a band together in the Haight called Yazala, if I remember correctly, and he and then he joined the Hare Krishnas and gave his guitar away, and that's
That's the last anybody heard of him, huh?
well that I know of.
Yeah. Yeah. So the songs on this Billy Dean
But he was
thing,
really good. They were really good.
he does like Willie Jean, Rambler and Gambler, Daddy You've Been on My Mind. Here's his
The
version.
song was written by a friend of mine, Billy Gleason, and Johnny Gravelin. You'll someday hear about them. Because they're on their way. It's called Chicago. It was written in Cambridge.
So he said it was a couple friends of his that wrote this.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't his song.
Yeah. Here we go, recorded in June of '66. According to Alan's notes. Anyway, I have to make him a CD of this, so
Yeah.
I thought I did, but apparently he told me I didn't, so I'll get you one too.
Yeah, good.
You know, just for the archives, you know. 'cause
Yeah.
It's and it was funny hearing. It was funny when I first heard this. He sent it to me a couple of years ago, because this whole group of Saratoga guys, this next generation of Saratoga guys, Greg Berger and Rich Olson and Larry Drummond, were all played this stuff, like played
Yeah.
half a dozen of these songs.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so it's like it all kind of stayed in the
I would
local
go see
culture.
Billy Dean every single time he played.
Mm-hmm.
And I would sit right down somewhere. Well, the rooms were small, so you almost could not sit
You couldn't
up
be
front.
close, huh?
You
couldn't be
almost
front.
could not be close.
That's what I
But
meant, yeah.
anyway, to get there every night, and I'd watch his hands and everything and stuff. And then I remember one night I was playing at the wine cellar, and I was doing, I don't know, Rambler Gambler. It's probably on there.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's a lovely song, you know.
Mhm.
I used to play it a lot. I still play it sometimes, you know. It's kind of corny, but I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that line in there about how it's a dark night and it's raining and the moon gives no light and my pony can't travel. Such a hard. And nobody had ponies. We were driving cars and motorcycles. And every time I sang that word, it made me just a little bit embarrassed because, come on, I'm not a pony.
Yeah.
What is this nonsense? I mean, I just can't do that sort of stuff anymore. But anyway,
Who are most of those songs by? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know.
So did he write any of them? Do you think Billy Dean was most
He
of
wrote some, but not at that period. I don't think in that period.
Okay.
But anyway, I was singing one of those songs I learned from him, like
Okay.
Rambler Gambler, up on stage at the wine cellar, and
Got
he
it.
walked in. We didn't know each other yet.
But you'd seen him a ton of times.
I know.
Okay.
He walked in, up to the bar, ordered a drink. He looked over at me, back to the bar, and then did a classic double take because I was doing Rambler Gambler, the version that he played, his arrangement or whoever's arrangement, he was the guy that was doing it.
Right.
And all of a sudden you could see it dawn on him what I was doing every night when I came to see him play.
Stealing the
It
chickens.
was fabulous, and that's when we became friends.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. Wow.